What is reality? Wow. Finally, we have gotten to this question, perhaps the end of all questions. A deep look at what is reality is a great exercise for all of us. So I don't want us to think that there is a canned answer to that will be adequate. So it's really an invitation to explore, is what I'm talking about. So reality, fascinatingly, it starts with what we feel are obviously real, like the neighborhood I live in, the car I drive, my neighbors, friends, family, my work. This is obviously real. This table is real. This is where we start. And I'm going to leapfrog to the other end of the spectrum, because the question is, what is reality? Actually, all the things, everything you can think of as real is not real. Every single thing. Because as you explore deeper, any object, any circumstance, any situation, it starts getting subtler, 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 subtler. At some point, it just literally disappears into pure consciousness. You can look at this table that way. If you just keep looking deeper and deeper and deeper, we get confused by the fact that something appears solid, so it is real. In fact, solidity is just an apparent quality. So every quality, when you start looking deeper and deeper, even with quantum physics, if you look at it, this is not solid, even according to science. So you look at it as, oh, it's got molecules, it's got atoms. Well, wait a couple of decades, scientists will then tell you, no, it's made up of quarks and positrons and now subatomic particles. Couple more decades go by, wait, that's not it. Now we're talking about string theory. We're talking about getting subtler and subtler and subtler until the particle also is no longer a particle. It's wave-like. And then what is a wave? Well, that's just energy. And what is energy? It starts disappearing into consciousness. That's where you start seeing that, oh, what is really there is in fact consciousness. So everything that we think of as real is really not real. It only appears real. So in fact, what the average person thinks is real is simply what they have chosen to deem as real. So if I am going to say this flower is real, that's real for me because I consider it real. But inherently, it's not real. So for seekers of truth who are looking for, well, I want to know what is really real, well, then everything turns into consciousness. So in fact, there's only one thing that is real, and that is consciousness. So you could look at the question, what is reality, as only consciousness is reality. All else is, you could say, projections, imagery, apparent. All else is apparent reality, but not real reality. So there's only one thing that's real, and that is consciousness. And so this is something that I don't necessarily expect you to just accept that. What I'd like everyone to do is actually start looking deeply at everything. And I would like everybody to come to that realization, because that's really what we're looking for, this realization of what is real. Because then that is synonymous with waking up. That is synonymous with being enlightened. That is synonymous with the ultimate freedom. Because freedom is not being entrapped by apparent reality and confusing it with reality. So once that becomes clear, you are essentially free because you know what is real. So that's what reality is. When you choose light, life becomes increasingly joyful, purposeful, and inspired. I invite you to join me to explore the realms of light, the infinite possibilities that light offers.